recent for us is we've enrolled in the IFOS program, the International Fish Oil Sciences Council program. So every batch of EFA Plus and Smart FX are third-party validated. So when you're introducing our fish oil products to a prospect or to a family member and somebody says, well, how do I know it's a good fish oil product? It doesn't have the bad things in it. You can point to the IFOS website. It'll list Youngevity and our products, our fish oil products, and you can show third-party validation for our fish oils, okay? Okay, on that same track, the NSF certification. Our facilities are NSF certified, but now we're working closely with NSF, which is a third-party validating organization to validate the BTT, the OsteoFX powder, among other products. Those will be the first, with third-party validation for label claim validation. So again, you can point to the logo, to the seal on the label of NSF and say, this is how I know it's in there. I believe Dr. Wallach, I believe Steve Wallach, I believe Dave Brisky, I believe Bill Andrioli, I believe Sanjeev, I believe Richard Renton, and so forth. But you can show your prospect that it's third-party validated. So when you run into somebody saying, I don't know if that stuff's in there, or maybe some other stuff is in there and that isn't, you can point to that third-party validation and prove it to them and point to the website of NSF, which is a very highly respected organization for this very aspect. So it'll be right on the label of Beyond Tangy Tangerine, for example, and the Healthy Body Packs, for example. So you guys can point to that third-party validation. Okay. So now we're going to get into the products, and I'm going to call Dave Brisky up to help me with this first one.
Youngevity International's wholly owned subsidiary, CLR Roasters, delivers an extraordinary cup of coffee because we're in control of every step of the coffee's journey to you, all the way from our fields to your cup. And it all starts by growing those perfect beans. In 2014, CLR purchased and immediately began to upgrade our 1,000-acre coffee plantation and a 28-acre processing facility. Our plantations are located in the Nicaraguan rainforest just outside the town of Matagalpa. Our growing fields are positioned at an altitude between 1,200 and 1,500 meters. Everything provides the perfect conditions to grow premium Arabica coffee beans. We're proud to be Fair Trade Organic and Rainforest Alliance certified. In just the first 10 months of operation, CLR has grown this green coffee distribution business significantly. We already have purchase commitments to grow and process over 20 million pounds of green coffee. And that's just in our first year of operation. The potential growth is staggering. With global coffee consumption continuing to grow, consider this. It takes 35 beans to make a single cup of premium coffee. Think about the amount of green coffee beans that are needed to supply this demand. We start by growing coffee plants in our own nursery, where currently we have over 250,000 plantation-grown saplings ready for planting. We carefully and naturally nurture the mature plants in ways that help us to maintain our organic certification. All this detail and care produces a plant that will produce beautiful, sweet coffee cherries, with each fruit yielding 2 perfect coffee beans. Every coffee cherry is delicately picked by hand. There's no better way to protect the fruit and make sure it remains in pristine condition so the beans can be extracted defect-free. We carefully separate the beans from the fruit at our on-site wet processing plant. The wet processing plant doubles as our own hydroelectric power plant. As part of our modernization plan, we're now generating our own eco-friendly electricity right in the heart of the rainforest. All this control helps us ensure the beans remain in perfect condition before being trucked about an hour away to the dry processing area. Located on 28 acres just outside of Matagalpa, we've already tiled a drying area about the size of 10 football fields. Tiling accelerates the drying process and helps prevent the bean from being damaged by ground moisture or other contaminants. Our beans are dried in warm Nicaraguan sun for about 21 days and then electronically sorted, graded, and packed for shipment. But before leaving for our Miami roasting facility, the quality and taste of coffee is evaluated by our cupping team, whose families have been growing world-class coffee for generations. Our plantation's coffee consistently exceeds a score of mid to upper 80s, classifying CLR Roasters coffee in the rare category of specialty coffee. From our field to your cup.
You know what those are right there? From our field to your K-Cup, okay? Our K-Cup manufacturing equipment arrives today. Is today Friday?
It is.
Today at CLR Roasters. It cleared customs on Tuesday. It's being installed today, okay? And you are going to be the first, or we are going to be the first direct selling company to offer K-Cups. And the reason why we can do that is because we're vertically integrated, right? You know what vertical integration is? You saw a part of it, and there will be another segment that you'll be able to have a shareable, which is a whole segment on CLR. And once the machine gets in, we'll do that. And now you can start selling K-Cups. And it's on a worldwide basis, right, Ricardo? Ricardo Spillman is like going crazy to get our coffee in Russia right now. So this is a worldwide project, but this group right here, it's big. The K-Cup business is crazy on fire right now, and we will launch a pre-book program April, next month, which starts ship in May. So get ready for that, get excited about that, because y'all are gonna basically get a raise, okay? Because everyone out there that's buying K-Cups is getting ready to buy K-Cups of the greatest coffee made by the greatest company in the world. God bless you all. Thank you.
You know, Bill, the K-Cups and the coffee won't replace 90 for life. But I'll tell you what, Dave's right. Everybody just got a raise because, you know, in the direct selling space, there's a couple of successful companies that are really leading the way on coffee-like drinks. I say like drinks because they don't have this quality. No. So you guys have the ability and the story that nobody else has yet again around even this coffee. So thank you. Okay, so the essential oils. We have a new product about to launch. Not available today, but about 4 to 6 weeks out. And these are like essential fatty acids, soft gels, but for digestion, and they're essential oils. So they're consumable in a soft gel. So this is exciting and an exciting addition to our essential oils line. Who's loving the essential oils, the Youngevity essential oils? Well, here's your newest addition.
They're called dots.
They're called dots because
Okay.
they are micro essential or soft gels. They're micro soft gels. So they're about the size of a BB, I
Okay.
would say.
And we put them in our mouth.
You swallow them. They're great for your digestion, and they taste like peppermint. So it freshens your breath, but naturally with
So
essential
by
oils.
default, it freshens your breath while it makes your stomach feel good.
Yes,
Alrighty. All right, go ahead.
if you
Sorry.
say so. So we've had cherry mints since almost the beginning, our flavored plant-derived mineral product, but we've only had cherry mints. And so through an extensive taste testing process, we've come up with strawberry kiwi mints as a second flavored plant-derived mineral addition. Again, about 4 weeks out before it's live in your back office. So one of the things I think we pride ourselves on is listening to you guys. And then we had a lot of people saying, okay, well, you have BTT powder and BTT 2.0 powder, but we really want tablets. I said, what? Tablets? We've worked so hard to create powders. So, but we've listened to you. And so we understand that people travel, they want to take a convenience factor with them. And so we've worked very closely with Richard Renton, Dr. Dirt, and the particular facility, which is NSF certified, right, to put this together. Now, one thing this product doesn't have is it doesn't have all the whole food amount that Beyond Tangy Tangerine 2.0 has. It's a very, very similar formula when you look at the nutritional panel, validated by NSF. But what it does have, we compensated for that because you'd have too many tablets otherwise, and that was sort of the challenge to replicate the BTT 2.0 formula. And so we had the ability to increase the ORAC score. We're excited about this product. Again, about 4 to 6 weeks out. It'll be in a beautiful cobalt blue glass bottle and a beautiful foil box like the Immortalium. So the display is amazing, and the product's amazing. So we're very excited about this product as well. Okay. So we have had a product that has things like citrulline and arginine, which was really developed to be a cardiovascular support product. And people have kept asking me, do we have an arginine product? You know, the other companies are doing really well with arginine. And I'd say, yeah, well, of course we have an arginine product. It's called GTO. And they'd say, no, for cardiovascular health. I said, it was designed to be a cardiovascular product. It's just the label. And so Bill and even Dave and Michelle and Dr. Wallach have been for 2 years saying, Steve, you know, we need an arginine-focused product. I said, we have the best on the market, of course, but it's not labeled as such. And so we've created a label and branding campaign around this formula, and it's now called Ultimate Cardio STX because it's in a stick pack. It's available in your back office now. It's been sampled in the store so far, and you can get more samples in the store when the store's open. And so again, it's live in your back office now. So that one is available right away. One of the things that people have been asking for is, hey, we have the greatest powders in the world. They're very popular. We're doing really well with the powder products and the stick packs and things. And Z-Radical as a liquid is in our top 10, top 20 products. Very popular product. A lot of support, a lot of product champions, a lot of product testimonials. And so people have been asking for a on-the-go version. We've looked at little shot bottles. We've looked at powders. We've looked at stick packs. So what we're announcing today is a canister like the Rebound FX canister of Z-Radical powder. And so you'll have a powder version, again, in about 4 to 6 weeks available in your back office, and then it will quickly move to stick or straw packs, okay? So you'll be able to travel with it and sample it. So we're excited about that based on the feedback already, and it tastes amazingly great.
How many of you take the Ultimate Daily tablets? Make some noise, come on. Now, how many of you would love it if that Ultimate Daily tablet was just a little bit smaller?
Okay, so as I explained yesterday to the leaders' breakfast, you know, I have to balance feedback. So I have Dr. Wallach saying, don't change a thing on Ultimate Daily. It's one of my favorite products. Don't change a thing. And then we have the field, and including Bill, saying, Steve, you know, people can't swallow those tablets. They're too big. And so with that said, we said, okay, well, let's make keeping everything the same, Dr. Wallach, but make the tablets slightly smaller, about a third smaller. So 4 tablets per dose instead of 3, same formula, but it's easier to swallow. So
perfect.
About 4 weeks out. Okay, so with that, I want to bring my lovely wife up, Michelle, to make some mineral makeup announcements, some cosmetic announcements. Let's give her a great round of applause, please.
So I am super excited that we are launching our premium gold mask. I'm going to be talking about it every single day that I'm here because this has just been the most amazing product that we've brought to the market with our mineral makeup division in the last 9 years. And I gave Patty Gardner credit yesterday. I'm going to give her credit again today. She brought me this mask a year ago, and we spent about the last 9 months bringing it to all of you. So this is just an amazing formula produced for us in Paris, France, with all pure ingredients in it. So I hope all of you will go over to the store during this event and at least get a sample put on the back of your hand. We are selling them in single packs as well as the 4-pack that we just came out with. So it will be easy to get on auto ship with it and use it once a week. So I hope everyone gives that a try. And how many of you, I don't know if we have a slide for it, but we have new lipsticks and we have new lip locks. How many of you have tried those? I actually believe that we're going to be sold out of all of the colors that we brought before the end of this event. We're mostly sold out yesterday. So they are available in your back office, but it looks like I'm going to have to place another order quickly. The great thing about this packaging is it does come with a mirror now. It does come with a light in it, so you can do it in the dark. I love it. So, you know, with that, thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
Guys, give it up for our COO, Michelle Wallach.
One of the things that we're working on is making all the products we possibly can taste, well, like candy, but not candy. And so, you know, you see some examples of products that are just so great tasting that children like seek them out and look forward to taking the next dose of it, basically, next serving of it. And so we've kind of dubbed that Operation Youngevity, and we're going to create a seal on that and put it on the website and put it on the label so you can point to products that maybe you haven't even tried yet and say, if you want something that tastes really great to start with, this has that seal on it, you know that it's going to taste great. So it's just something we're working on. And in fact, yesterday at the leaders meeting, how many tried a little secret sample, healthy peanut butter cup. So this is just in the taste testing phase, so don't get too excited. This isn't 4 or 6 weeks away. However, it's a healthy peanut butter cup, and so high ORAC chocolate and all natural peanut butter and so forth. So it's something we're toying around with and working with and getting feedback on. So it's that sort of project that we're progressing that kind of initiative forward on. So you guys excited about some of the new product announcements and initiatives? Great.
Are you guys excited about those product announcements? Come on. Don't click. All righty, what we want to do next, we have some more announcements. You guys want some more? All right, we have a new celebrity brand ambassador that we want to introduce to all of you, and we're going to start that by queuing up the video.
She started a magazine at age 32, which flew off the shelves and grew to 500,000 readers. She published 13 books, sold millions on QVC, and appeared on The Today Show, The Oprah Winfrey Show, and many others. She was featured in People magazine, top newspapers, and countless trade publications. To millions of scrapbooking enthusiasts, she is a veritable rock star. She is Lisa Bernson, and she is Youngevity's newest brand ambassador.
When I was 9 years old, I was a bored child one summer, and my mother presented me with a big red scrapbook. And she gave me all of the memorabilia she'd collected from the past 9 years, and she said, here you go, put it together. And so I spent hours and hours putting together the pages of this big red scrapbook. And I love it because it told my story, snippets of life that would have been forgotten had I not recorded it. I graduated from college and I got my first job at WordPerfect, and soon discovered my love was in publishing and writing and graphic design, and I got a job at WordPerfect magazine. And I was the editor-in-chief of that magazine for years. And so at that time, I was obsessed, completely obsessed with scrapbooking. I loved scrapbooking. It was my passion. I had 2 children. I'd stay up until the wee hours of the night scrapbooking and then would go to my day job. And during that time, I thought, wow, wouldn't it be great to take my expertise, that is magazine publishing, and join together, marry it with my passion, my obsession, and that is scrapbooking. And that's when the light went off, and I knew there were thousands and literally millions of people throughout America having props at night. I also knew there at that time were 55 million pictures taken every day in America. And I finally went, oh my goodness, there needs to be a vehicle to teach people about scrapbooking and the joys of scrapbooking, and Creating Keepsakes magazine was born. For 11 years, I had a show called Creating Keepsakes on QVC, and I'd go to Philadelphia monthly. And also the last 2 years, I've been on HSN, the Home Shopping Network, which has been awesome. Oprah came calling. She saw an article in People magazine on, it was called Safe Haven, and said, I want her on my show. And so I was on her show. They actually came to my house, a film crew, and then I flew out and was on her show in a segment called Ordinary People with an Extraordinary Idea. And she just loved the whole memory keeping scrapbooking angle and loved that it had been made into a business. Other opportunities came, every pretty much major magazine, newspaper. I was on the Today Show 3 times, and it just like I said, exploded. It was a big boom, and it became the #1 hobby in America, and the fastest growing hobby in America. And it was really great because it went international.
Lisa is huge to the industry. And you know why? Because she allows us now to record memories any way we want to. You can be traditionals, you can do digital, you bring that together, and you've got the winning team.
I am so excited to welcome Lisa Bernson to the Youngevity family. Lisa is a well-known name in the scrapbooking world, and with Lisa and her products, we are going to be able to reach a whole new audience that we haven't touched before.
On February 14th, Valentine's Day, I lost one of the most important men of my life. And that was my father. And He was literally one of my very best friends, one of my greatest confidants, one of my greatest examples in life. Slowly, over the last few years, my dad has suffered from dementia. But one thing I have to say is I'm so grateful that my dad shared so many stories when I was young, and he wrote his life history, because as he was losing his memory, I was able to share those stories with him. And so it came full circle. I got out this scrapbook, and it was just created a few months ago. I opened it up and I showed him the Downs page. That was his last name. And he looked at it and he goes, I'm really lucky because he could remember my name. And he said, Lisa, there's my mom and dad. And there's my grandma and grandpa. And he started telling me stories about them and how much he loved them, and stories that he couldn't remember what was happening even that day. That is the power of scrapbooking. That's the power of recording. That's the power of remembering. It seems like sometimes life is mundane and there's not a lot happening, but I promise you it's those simple moments, those simple things that we take for granted that really are the most spectacular memories of all. This has been a journey, literally for almost a year, of my joining Youngevity. And I want to tell you a couple of exclamation points along the way. First of all, I had no idea when I went to Chula Vista last summer that I would walk into the corporate building. It was like family there. I wish every one of you could go there. It was this grassroots, down-home feeling. I wanted to get a recliner, and I wanted to drink Pollen Burst, and they were giving me Rebound like crazy, you know. I sat across from top management. I looked at them in the eyes, and these were people I could trust. These were people with integrity. These were people that cared about me, and they care about you. That is an exclamation point. That's something to get loud about. Second of all, and I'm really sorry to admit this, but I had heard of the memory brand portion of Youngevity, but I didn't know about the products. And about a week after I got back from Chula Vista, they sent me home with some samples. And I have one of my dearest childhood friends came to my home from North Carolina. And she was bringing her daughter out to college, and she came over to visit for a day. And this sweet friend of mine has suffered from depression pretty much her whole adult life. And as we sat there, I said, how are you doing with that? And she said, Lisa, I finally found a product that's making a difference. Wait, it gets better. I'm like, you found a product that's making a difference. I knew the path she'd been on. I knew the struggles. I knew everything. And she said, my mom has recently joined a company and is head over heels in love with the company and the products, but there's a core product I've been taking, and I thought, I want to align with myself with that company. Who is it? And she said, Youngevity, 90 for life. And I was like, I am so excited to announce a brand new line of scrapbooking products. Here it comes. Anthology by Lisa Bernson coming late summer 2015. It is going to join the Heritage Makers products. We're so excited. It's going to be fun, fashion forward, and simple. So look for that. Let's hear some noise over that. I just have to close with one last quote, my very favorite. Life is like an old-time rail journey. Delays, sidetracks, smoke, dust, cinders, and jolts interspersed only occasionally by beautiful vistas and thrilling bursts of speed. The trick is to thank the Lord for having the ride. Find joy in the journey. I love you all. Come find the girl in orange. I'd love to say hi. So excited to be here. Yahoo!
You guys want some more announcements? How many of you use electricity? It's amazing that some of you didn't put
Gotta
your
be
hands
everybody.
up. How many of you use electricity? How many of you pay your electricity bill? When did you stop paying that electricity bill? When you were 18, 19, whenever you moved out, right? How long are you going to pay that electricity bill? How would you all like to get paid on everyone's electric bill in this house? So guys, we launched, Energy Professionals launched in Texas just a few months ago, right? And they're going to come and talk about that. But guys, I'm going to let the professionals come and talk about Energy Professionals. So please give it up for Matt Jutkin and Jason Arfman.
All right. Well, we are excited. We've actually we pre-launched in Texas in the energy, and we've got some announcements here for everybody here today on what we're doing to expand. I want to also recognize CEO of Energy Professionals, Matt Jutkin, up here with me. He's going to be telling us some things, some very exciting announcements that we have today. We're going to just give a brief overview of what we're going to be doing in our breakout session at 2:30. So come see us if you want all the details. But let's see, do you have the clicker, Steve?
I do.
All right, I'm going to borrow that from you. Okay, so we've got some announcements for everybody here at the convention. What state are we in? We're in the state of California. Okay, we're announcing California natural gas, as of right now, is going to be available for all Youngevity customers in the state of California. Okay, this is a big deal. There's going to be a renewable offset. When we say a green renewable offset, we're using waste from animals, we're using garbage and recycling that into natural gas. Bringing that to your home for less than the brown price. Is that right, Matt?
That's correct. The actual this product is actually, compared to some of the competitors, not all the competitors, but some of the big ones, is actually less than what they're offering for strictly brown, carbon, ugly natural gas. So we actually dropped the price, and it's green, coming from exactly what Jason says, from manure, trash, and other green sources that we can burn to heat your home.
Perfect. Guys, I want to tell you, Energy Professionals is working on behalf of all of you. What Dr. Wallach and the team here have put together is a foundation, and this foundation, you guys have benefits by being a part of Youngevity. And this is one of them, okay? This is a benefit to every California resident, and that is open to everybody. And you get to earn commission off of your own natural gas production. So as you turn on that stove, as you heat your water, think about it. You're making a commission off of utilizing your own natural gas. That's pretty cool. And by referring other people, you also make a commission. Next big announcement we have for everybody. We have renewable energy certificates that are going to be available in all 50 states in the country. And this is a big deal, Matt. We've had some people at the booth that were kind of questioning. Well, they said, yeah, I'm not quite sure about all this green stuff. I'm not sure, I'm not big on maybe global warming and all this, all this stuff. But here's what I do know is renewable energy is something that we have an abundance of. And if we're not burning it, I think there's a great purpose. And what we have this right now in the state of Texas. We're creating Texas jobs actually through renewable energy options that create Texas jobs. This actually creates jobs here in America, gives us a purpose, and we're actually going to be showing these guys through the website coming up here in a few months. We're going to actually show what your choices do when you make a choice to go green or go renewable, what that does for the environment, what that does for the economy. Every time somebody switches to a green energy certificate, a tree is planted in behalf of that certificate, okay? That's a big deal. So, Matt, why don't you give us a little bit more on the green and why it's important and how we can all benefit?
Well, we were talking backstage, and I think for me, whether you believe in global warming or not, right? And this is what happened to me. I'm not. Some will be diehard and go, yes, it's happening. No matter what, I have to do this to save the planet. And then there's the other side of it where you can look at it from this point of view. If you've been to Kentucky or Ohio or Pennsylvania, right, and you stand next to a coal burning plant, and you look, so I stand next to them, I look at that stuff going up in the air, I go, regardless of global warming, what is that doing to the community there locally? What is that? We can't change that. Okay, global warming, you don't believe it, but you go, is that good? That can't be good. There has to be some other solution than that, right? And I look at it also from the point of view of my family. Part of my family is from Wheeling, West Virginia, and it's all about coal. And I talked to my relatives, we've had coal for 40 years. My dad did coal, and he was a miner, and his dad, and we got to fight for coal. To fight for those jobs. You go, that job? In a hole in the ground? You never see the sunlight? You're breathing what? You can't change that. We can't come up with a job, by the way, for you and invest in your future and hydro and wind and solar and other renewable biofuels and actually have you be outside the mine and have a future where you go, yeah, my dad was doing solar and hydro and renewables. That's what my dad did, and his dad did the same thing, and I'm proud of it. I think that's changeable. I think that's changeable. You still keep the jobs. I get it. I want the jobs too, right? Brown natural gas, clean natural gas. And the fixed rate for that natural gas is a fair fixed rate. Why wouldn't we? Right? Why wouldn't we?
Guys, I hope you see the vision. Going to renewable energies is a huge benefit for all of you. Even if it does cost a little bit extra by referring others, you're making money in a $500 billion business, and that's the biggest piece. Guys, we're going to have more deregulated states opening up as soon as we can. The more demand we have, the faster we go in Texas, California, and the other renewable energy states. Guys, the faster we'll open up new markets. By the end of the year, we want to grow into as many markets as possible. That really depends on how quickly we add this as a service to the 90 for Life message. As soon as you add that on with your customers, the faster we're going to be able to expand. Here we go.
I just want to say one thing.
Okay.
I'm doing this because I came home from Anaheim, from the one from last year. Energy professionals, I get a lot of network marketing, direct marketing companies want to partner with us on this energy stuff. And there's one human being, by the way, that made me go, you know what? I get it, right? And it's Dr. Wallach, by the way.
And just a side note, this is the only wellness company in all of network marketing that has added on a $500 billion energy business. And it's because of that. It's because of the credibility. It's because of the base. So you guys should be very proud of the company that you're with and what we're able to bring. All right, guys, hoorah. Perfect. This is what I say. This is the best option to build your business is here, right here at Youngevity. You have everything. You saw Dave Brisky with coffee. Okay, we saw Drew, who lives in Dallas. We're talking energy in the back because Texas is launched. He's saying, what a great way for people to get a pay raise by adding something that they're already paying for. They don't have to change their buying habits. Okay, that is amazing. Guys, this is the map. You're going to see this map in the back office when you visit ygyenergy.com. You can now see California's on there, Texas is on there. You see all the other potential states. We're going to be going at Georgia. I heard Georgia Gas, okay? There we go. Illinois. We saw some people from Illinois. We're also going to be looking at some solar options that will be coming to solar states. We've had some people ask those questions. Tell your people to hold on. We're working on it, and we're going to have solar in the solar states. We'll have energy in the deregulated states, and we've got green energy certificates in all 50 states. So, guys, the opportunity is tremendous. We do have benefit. We're going to talk about these benefits in our seminar breakout session, but the message is flip the switch. Go to YGY Energy, see the details. Guys, I will tell you what, we're excited to work alongside with all of you to help build your business. The management team at Youngevity is second to none. They're thinking outside the box. They're giving you guys opportunities. I don't even think we realize the opportunities we have and how we can build.
And like Jason just said, we have energy. We just added a $500 billion industry to what we already have with this $1 billion health and wellness industry, correct? Now, do you know how much it costs for you to get involved with the energy side of our business? It costs you nothing. It doesn't cost anything extra. And the great thing about the energy is it's unconscious buying. While you're sitting there on your computer and their lights are on or whatever's going on, your refrigerator's running, you're spending money with electricity and someone is getting paid. And that someone today is you. That's why we're excited about this.
Absolutely. And you guys, I built a very large business from the state of Idaho in energy. It was an energy-only business. And the thing that was missing was the 90 for Life products. And I said that. I said, we need to have something that's nationwide. Having the 90 for Life as your focus and then be able to add on an unconscious buying, flip the switch, plug in your computer, turn on your TV product. Guys, that's phenomenal. It will increase, if you're building a business, it will increase your residuals by 30% just by adding on the energy portion to your business. So guys, we're going to have the breakout session. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Steve. We're going to have a great year with energy. Thanks so much.